this one. Have a look in your own eyes. No cure for this one. There's 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 no cure for this one. This one. This one. This one. There's no cure for this one.
Hello everyone, I'm Tony Doherty and welcome to Max's Muscle TV. We've got a bit of everything for you tonight, as I'll be showing you the fundamentals of training legs in another of our Back to Basics segments. We chat to master posing coach Vicky Arif about some of the common mistakes people can make when they get on stage and the importance of getting it right. And hit the gym for an awesome shoulder session with multiple Australian champion Janet Kane and her training partner Carol Brow. It's going to be another massive show, folks, but first we head into the gym with a couple of very experienced trainers to blast out a short but effective chest workout. Murat Analin and Jeremy McLay are not only two very experienced bodybuilders, but two guys who've got very different points of view when it comes to their training philosophies. But that doesn't mean they can't get it done, as they showed us in this chest workout. Take it away, boys.
Hi, my name's Jeremy McLay, currently living in Wollongong.
Hi, my name's Murat Analin and I currently live in Sydney.
Been training for a very long time, actually since my teenage years. Recently, I competed at the Australian IFBB Championships. It's about 6 weeks ago, so now enjoying an off-season training period. In the off-season, I try to train a little bit heavier, a little bit longer rest periods, trying to focus more on the quality of the workout, getting really crazy pumps going. It's a growth period, so I'm trying to do everything I can to facilitate a bit of extra growth.
I've been competing since the mid-80s and I've done numerous comps. I had a passion for training and I just thought, you know, what better way to make a living than owning a gym, doing something you love. And that's how we got into it. Started at Rockdale back in 1998. And since then we've grown and we've come to Coogee, and you can't really get much better gym than Coogee. And that's where we'll be training today.
So we're going to be training chest today. We're going to be starting off with an incline hammer strength press. These are relatively new machines considering how long bodybuilding's been around for, but they're an invaluable tool. I find they're brilliant to start the workout off with to get the blood flowing into the pec muscles.
It's an ideal machine to start your chest workout with. It's good to have more upper than lower chest, because most people, they focus on their lower chest, gives you that droopy look, and nobody wants a droopy chest.
Generally, we're going pretty high rep because this is our first exercise for the workout, and we're trying to get blood into the muscle. So we'll probably do 4 sets with a rep range between 10 to 15.
The second exercise will be flat dumbbell press, and we'll go relatively heavy on that because we warmed up on our first exercise. We'll probably do 3 to 4 sets of anywhere from 6 to 8 reps. When you go to free weight second, you've got the blood in your shoulders and chest. You're more confident under the free weight after doing your first exercise, so you can really go for it.
Dumbbells would be considered the pinnacle of apparatus with regards to exercises. So you're going from, you know, pin-loaded machines, cables, barbell, dumbbell being the most challenging, the one requiring the most balance, and also probably supplying the most benefit with regards to training as a training tool for bodybuilding, but also the one that has probably, you know, the highest risk for injury if your form is sloppy.
It is a simple exercise, but it can be challenging if you don't get it right, if you don't lift the amount of weights that you should be lifting. So really it's about getting the weight right, getting the technique, the form, and then everything else is secondary to that.
So after the flat dumbbell presses, we're moving on to a really steep incline dumbbell fly. So I've been doing them a lot steeper than most people do. It's a lot harder at that angle, but I also find that it targets the upper pec with a really great stretch. And as Murat was saying before, working the upper pec is desirable from a bodybuilding perspective.
Sets and reps will be 3 to 4 sets, probably 12 to 15 reps.
Most people you see using incline, they're really only using it at about 30 degrees proper. So we're aiming to probably be more around the 45 degrees. You get a great feel in the upper pec, a really good stretch.
I generally have a bit of a bend in my elbow and just keep it in that same position from start to finish. If you don't have that bend in your elbow, you're putting too much strain on your joints, and that's not a good thing.
So for the fourth and final exercise of our chest routine, we're going to be doing good old-fashioned dips. At this stage, being the last exercise, we're going to be pretty tired and pre-fatigued. So we're just going to be using body weight and trying to get out as many reps as we can.
Reps aren't really important, so even if you're getting 4 to 6 reps, you can still get on a dip bar and just build up.
For dips in particular, I've just found that your own body weight seems to be perfect for this exercise. I mean, you do see articles of guys piling on plates around their waist. If you're going to do dips perhaps earlier in the workout, you can get away with that sort of system, but as we're doing it last and we're just aiming to get a really crazy pump and a deep stretch, our body weight is sufficient. Oh, that's it. Ooh, nailed. Oh, that's our chest workout done. Crazy pump, good intensity, and it's awesome to see a guy with such strict form. I really rate that.
Awesome workout, man. Stuff. Thanks for the class next time. No, good stuff. Good stuff. Good.
Thanks, boys. Great job. Okay, it's time for a break here on Muscle TV, but before we go, don't forget the Max's Challenge is back in 2013 and it's going to be bigger and better than ever. It's back and set to begin mid-July this year, folks, and one of the big changes this year is there's a new separate men's and women's division with separate judging and separate prizes too. If you want to find out more, just head to either maxchallenge.com.au for the men's challenge or maxinschallenge.com.au for the ladies. While you're there, check out the video outlining the incredible stories and results of last year's top 10 challenges. It's truly inspirational stuff. And if you like, leave us your contact details and we'll be in touch with you about how and when you can get involved when the challenge begins later this year. It's nearly here, so make sure you get to those websites, fill in your details, you won't regret it. Okay, it's time for a break, but don't go away as we've got much more Muscle TV right after this.
There's no cure for this!